they have big shoes to fill because Deborah
Yeah,
was there with you side by side with everything you guys went through with your work and the grief and that one young man that you lost, that
yeah,
was so pivotal.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he a volunteer at the Mounties, or what was.
No, the connection was we were in a small, or I at that time point, I guess we both were sort of. The connection was that we had a men's hockey team that was going to, yeah, so it was going to go down the highway and play the neighboring community. And he's just a young lad at 16 years of age, made the team, went home to tell his parents how excited he was that he'd been selected, thinking that they would reciprocate, only to find out that they had been drinking all afternoon and were drunk beyond recognition. So, and he was so distraught by that that he ended up going into the bedroom or one of the rooms where they kept the firearms, and he took a firearm and took his own life, death by suicide. So, and then I had to transport his his remains, his body, to the closest morgue, which was 8 hours minus 40 gravel roads. The whole, if you could paint a picture of like if you could paint a picture where you could say, gee, I hope that never happens to anyone else, that was the kind of scenario. And it was also, Deborah had come up to that particular location to spend some time with her relatives. And then she ends up getting work, and then she ends up getting sort of the tap on the shoulder to go with me to make the trip out. No one else wanted to, so it was kind of, oh, too bad you got the short straw.
But I think she wanted to, right? I feel like when you
Yeah,
and I spoke back like last time that she did it voluntarily, and I feel like you mentioned that trip drew you guys closer together.
it did. It really did. It gave her a chance to see what her future, because at that stage, I think I had proposed already, and so then she went with me, and I think at that stage it gave her the chance to sort of see what the life of a wife was going to be like. If we continued with working in the RCMP and stuff like that, this is what it was going to be like, and sort of to be able to understand that I needed somebody, I needed that support person, that because my coping mechanisms were such that I still, even though I had her support, I came home from that trip, or we came home from that trip, and I went to my trailer that I lived in and took the cap off the scotch bottle, and I tried to drink myself to a place where things were better, and that was furthest from the truth.
Now, was that the first traumatic incident you had experienced in your life?
No, no, there was significant others. It was the first one with Deborah playing a part or a role.